this has been...
Taylor Swift spent years telling the world she had lost control of her own music. Then she did something almost nobody in the music industry expected. She rebuilt the music herself. Fearless, Red, Speak Now, 1899, for albums, for massive releases, and millions of fans deliberately choosing the new versions over the old ones. But here is where the story gets crazy. The re-recordings weren't the final victory. They were the weapon. Because in May 2025, Taylor announced that she had finally bought back the original masters of her first 6 albums. The music she once couldn't control now belonged to her. So how did Taylor Swift turn a dispute over music ownership into one of the most fascinating power plays in modern pop culture? And more importantly, did she actually outsmart the entire system? To understand the strategy, we have to go back to the beginning. Taylor was just 15 years old when she signed with Big Machine Records in 2005. At that age, getting a record deal was a dream, but there was a catch. Like many traditional record deals, the label retained ownership of the master recordings, and that distinction matters because a songwriter can own the composition while someone else owns the actual recording. Think of it this way: Taylor could write the song, she could perform the song, she could even become a billionaire superstar, and still not own the original recording sitting inside the label's vault. For years, that arrangement was simply part of the business, until Taylor became powerful enough to challenge it. Then, in 2018, she left Big Machine and signed with Republic Records. But the real bombshell came in 2019. Big Machine was acquired by Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings, transferring ownership of Taylor's first 6 albums. Taylor publicly objected to the deal and said she had not been given the opportunity to simply buy the masters outright. And suddenly, this wasn't just a celebrity feud. It became a question of who actually owns an artist's life's work. Taylor had a problem, but she also had something most artists don't have: leverage. Taylor's response was simple in theory, but almost insane in execution. She would re-record her albums. If she couldn't own the original masters, she could create new masters that she did own. And this is where the strategy becomes brilliant. She wasn't trying to erase history. She was creating a competing version of it. In 2021 came Fearless, Taylor's version. Then Red, Taylor's version. Then Speak Now, Taylor's version. And finally, 1989, Taylor's version. But Taylor understood something most people would have missed. A re-recording is only useful if people actually listen to it. So she didn't simply say, "Here's a new album." She turned every release into an event. Vault tracks, new collaborations, updated artwork, Easter eggs, nostalgia, and most importantly, Swifties.